Want to level up fast in Greedfall, get some nice money and just more out of your adventure on Tier Freddy? Well, I got some tips and tricks for you in this video, so let's get into it. Would be awesome if you could leave a like on the video as it shows your support. And let's go. Let's start with the best way to level up fast, because you of course want to unlock those skills, talents and attributes and just get stronger overall. For fast XP you want to go to the arena. Here you can namely have a group of enemies respawn endlessly, so then you can take them out and do it again and again. You find the arena in the coin taverns in each city. The one in New Serene is over here on the map, for example. In San Mateos is the one over here, and in Hikmet you want to go over here. The arena is the same in each city, so it doesn't matter where you go to, and overall it has 5 challenges that all have 3 rounds. And you obviously progress through these challenges by completing them. I personally found that round 3 in challenge 2 was the best one to do over and over again to get quick XP. Here you will fight 6 bears, including one bigger one, that are all pretty easy to take out and reward you around the 500 to 600 XP. I think it depends on your level and that it will decrease as well as you go up, but I'm not entirely sure about that. So it could be that it obviously stays the same, but the amount of XP that you need per level will of course go up. Either way, I found that these bears were the best option to farm for a long time during the early levels, because if you are at one point able to complete the arena, so do all the 5 challenges, then the best farming method is challenge 5 round 2. Here we'll fight 6 red soldiers that first can be pretty high level, but around the level 22 I did not really have an issue with them anymore. I used a ton of stasis, so the magic ability, so they cannot move for a long time, and also lose a lot of armor over time too if you upgraded this ability. Then you have to fight 4 or 3 of them at the same time, and that makes it way more manageable. You get around the 1000 XP for killing these guys in one run, and I'm able to do it now in 30 seconds. So that goes really fast, because from a regular quest that is also the reward. So kind of gives you an idea how fast this goes. You can also farm the final boss of this arena, so that is challenge 5 round 3. This one gives you the most XP per run, like around the 2000 XP, but it will also take a pretty long time before you can take it out. So it's not faster than the humans, but maybe later on when you are like a pretty high level and can easily take this boss out, then it might be faster, but at this point, I'm like level 26 right now, it is still faster to farm the humans. A way to get some nice gold and also some cool gear without buying it is killing bandit enemies over and over again. And these humanoid enemies respawn by fast traveling away from the region that you killed them in. I actually found that if you travel to a nearby region and then go back, they will not respawn, so really travel to maybe a major city on the other side of the map and then go back, because then they should be there again. A very nice group that you can farm for some pretty interesting loot, including purple drops, is near the campfire of the White Gorgus. And you find it in the Wenchigana region, so that is near New Serene. But these enemies will have a skull above their head though if you are not high enough level, so you have to be careful. The only problem really is that they hit real hard, so you want to parry and block all the incoming attacks, especially the shadow burst that one of them will do, because that can instantly take you out. I think that if you are level 15, 16, maybe a little higher and playing on not a real high difficulty, then you should be able to take them on for sure. Use the stasis again, so you are fighting just a few of the enemies while the other ones are stuck. Maybe already start the fight by sneaking up to the one that is like all the way to the right of the full group, so you can already start with a head start. And apart from that, just block a lot of the incoming attacks. Heal yourself up if you got that ability, and then you should be able to take them out and get some nice loot, like epic items that they can drop. There is actually a chest nearby there too that has a legendary sword, so totally go and get it as well after you killed the bandits, because it is pretty good. I will, by the way, have a video up telling you way more locations for legendary gear and weapons in the future, so it will be up pretty soon. You can, by the way, find these bandits over here on the region map, and the chest is a little close to the edge. But the idea is of course that you do this over and over again and then also get money from the loot that you sell. And then you can easily get a few hundred coins by repeating this a couple of times. So after this, just go to the nearby sort of travel location, travel very far away from this region, and then come back to the campfire of the White Gorgons. They should be there again, and you can kill them again, and you can do that over and over again. There was also a tactic I found earlier in the game in the Hikmet region, and then go to the campfire in the woods. So that is close to where you also arrive when you enter this region for the first time. If you then follow the route and go past the campfire, then you will find two groups of bandits that for me already dropped some blue items, and they were pretty easy to kill. I found this awesome sword and a gun that I could sell or use if I wanted. To reach the second group, you do have to either climb up the mountain, so then you need Vigor rank 2, or you need Science rank 1 to blow up the wall. I had Science rank 1, so I could go past there. And then you will find another group of bandits that have a chance to drop blue gear too. And then again, you want to travel away after you went back to the campfire in the woods, travel from this region, then go back to the campfire in the woods, and then the bandits should respawn and you can kill them again, get the loot, sell it or keep it. It's really up to you. The only weird part about this tactic is that I could not find the bandits again when I returned, like after continuing the main story and after like playing for 10 hours. I went back to check if the bandits were still there, and then I did find the animals and some natives, but not the bandits that spawned some blue loot. So not really sure what is going on, but it's still worth checking if you're still earlier in the game. Another tip regarding gear is that you can already get some great armor by taking it away from your party members. Like early on in the game, for example, you get Constantine in your party who already has some blue gloves. So take it from him, I would say, and use it for yourself, because I don't think that he needs it. And they are really good for that early part in the game, because you will only find gray and green items as far as I've seen in that early part. It's also smart to borrow the chest from Kurt. He will of course already be running around with you during this early part of the game, and his chest namely gives +1 to lockpicking. So even if you did not pick lockpicking at the beginning of the game, you'll then still be able to open many chests that you will find when exploring Serene, because there will be a ton, and otherwise you're like, oh my god, I wish I picked lockpicking. I had that, and then later on I saw that Kurt's chest already had lockpicking. So I kind of felt stupid, and you don't want to make that same mistake. So I would say switch the outfit from Kurt and wear it yourself, so you are able to open all the chests if you are still in Serene, because you cannot go back sadly once you go to Tear Freddy. But even when exploring that island, it's still really nice to sometimes wear that outfit from Kurt. I had him with me though most of the times, so I let him wear it, and I actually found a better solution myself. When you namely unlock Petrus pretty early in the main story of the game by going to San Mateos, you can also grab his awesome looking gear and use it on yourself. I just gave him the best alternatives and then used his chest that already has some crafting upgrades. It's pretty strong, but more importantly, this one also gives you the +1 lock picking. So there's basically no reason to spend an extra talent point in lock picking to get to level 3. I would say spend your talent points as fast as possible in lock picking, but only get it to level 2, and then you should be able to unlock all the chests in the game that you come across if you just switch to the armor from Petrus and then back to the one that you actually want to use for combat. Also totally go and wear a cape or buy one if you don't have one yet, because this will give you +1 charisma, so you have a higher chance to convince people during a dialogue choice. And that can help you during a lot of the missions, and I think we can both agree that a cape just looks really cool, right? I got this red one now that I bought at a shop, and I now also have the brown studded Quirus armor, and I hope I pronounced it right, that requires 2 endurance and got extra vigor as well. So I'm curious if more armor pieces have increased talent points, because that immediately makes them really powerful, and then you want to just hold on to them for if you need that extra level. Subscribe for way more Greedfall content. I will have more tips and tricks up on the channel. Again, one on some really nice legendary gear that you totally want to find in the game. So totally subscribe for that if you haven't already. Like this video to support the channel, and check out my previous Greedfall video where I fight a mini boss and also kill the bandits we talked about in this video. For now though, I will speak to you next time, and goodbye.